All right, hey folks, welcome to the Liberty MTG Core 21 pre-release. On this side, we've got Elias, going to be drafting a deck, and I am Jimmy, otherwise known as 2 Soup for You. It is a pleasure to be drafting in front of all of you tonight. So right off the bat, got my promo is Volcanic Salvo. Probably not going to make it into the deck.
And I can't see the truth. That's maybe. Depends where I go.
I like starting off by just separating everything into colors, so I'm just going to do that very quick. Separate into colors and set my rares off to the side. I'll probably talk about them right afterward.
How many people were normally around these releases?
Friday nights we usually have 25 or 30, I'd say.
Quite a few. We'll find out.
I thought this didn't print in. Nice.
Alright. Oh, there it is. Holy cow. Holy shit.
People here for pre-release, so pre-release.
Alright, seeing some pretty solid cards in black.
We've got and blue
See, plenty of blue.
Oh, I think I lost a rare. Okay. Speaker of Heaven's another one that's probably not going to make it in, but we'll see. Yeah, really solid black. I think I'm going to be, I'm probably going to be playing black just sealed.
Ooh. And a skeptic.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Now I'm coming to play green now.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the
Okay.
although I've got 2 cards.
Ooh, I love that beast token.
I might be in black.
Double.
Things like,
Golden debate.
would be great for, yeah, it's great card, period. I just finished below. Oh, I got Doggo Lord.
One more
Alright, so far my rares are Volcanic Salvo, Shacklegeist, Baron, Talarian Archmage, Speaker of the Heavens, and Runed Halo. Ooh, that's a neat one. Liliana, Waker of the Dead.
Oh,
It looks
very
like,
nice.
what do you call that, extended art? Borderless?
Yeah, the alternate art. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat. It's just a neat thing to open.
For sure.
Gosh, my black is still looking great. Gotta figure out what other colors I want to play with it. Blue
Blue looks tempting.
looks pretty solid. At least in the rares. I haven't looked too closely at the commons and uncommons.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Oh my. Ugin.
Oh,
Wow.
dang. That's
That's
pretty
sweet.
good. I don't definitely want to play you now. that's pretty good. Turns out.
Seems like unlikely that I'll get to cast it most of the time, but
But it's there. I mean,
okay, now I've got a. Oh man, this is really interesting. There's no way we're playing Houndmaster. what I'm going to do is
Fair amount of corners and other cards, but I don't know what calculation trick I use.
set all of these to the side. We'll look at my artifacts really quick and see if there's anything particularly useful. A couple prismites, which is potentially neat if I want to go that third color. What does Chrome Replicator do? Enters the battlefield to control 2 or more non-land. The same. Huh, okay.
I think I'm gonna play with both.
2 or more non-land, non-token permanents with the same name as one another. I'll have to pay attention to how many permanents I have that share the same name. But I doubt that's going to be very useful. Set those artifacts to the side. We'll take a look at how much black we want in this deck before we look at other colors. I'm just going to shift these up a little bit, Elias.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Got a Rise again. Skeleton Archers, fine. Deathbloom Thallid for sure. Ooh. Flash Creature, we'll leave it there for now. Fetid Imp. I wonder how many zombies I have. Finishing Blow we probably want at least one of. Eliminate as well, pretty solid. Another Deathbloom Thallid. So we've got an additional Finishing Blow that we can use.
I guess I only got one frantic inventory, so I can't play.
Pestilent Haze.
Probably not, no.
I'm gonna assume that we don't want to play this. But we'll see.
Might be playing blue. Probably playing black.
Okay.
Balloons are, so it's black actually. But the fetid imp is.
Caged Zombie I'm a little
Sours is a good top end card.
skeptical about.
Pretty good. I got 2 sours. 1 grass.
Liliana's Devotee seems pretty good, especially with the Deathbloom Thallids.
I don't know how. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of 2
We'll set. I don't think we're gonna be.
finishing
Put Alchemist's Gift in the sideboard. I don't think Caged Zombie's gonna make it, so we're gonna take him out. Put him over here. Hmm.
Rise again. Oh, trigger creature here for the graveyard.
Liliana, let's see how good she actually is. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard.
Seems to be the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Liliana doesn't actually do a lot, but it's still so cool to potentially play her. We're just gonna leave her there for now.
Enough to play all.
So next, because it seems like we've got a couple blue rares that looks like they could be pretty solid. Take a look at what blue cards we have.
I got 2 of them.
Shift these over to the side.
Let's see what Orzhov looks like.
And it's a thing, Sublime Epiphany.
Okay.
The, oh, Time
First, we want to see what creatures we have. There's a Tome Anima,
Well, we'll be doing set reviews.
Keen Glide Master,
Kind of nice.
Wishcoin
Thought
Clab.
about it, but
Probably won't
it was
play
a
that.
lot of work to set up each of those
Tide
videos.
Skimmer,
I had to like download all the card images and make a slideshow.
another Glide Master. Wall of Runes.
5 blue flyers, which actually doesn't seem horrible. I got the counter
Hmm.
for a flying creature, and
I'm not sure that I see enough in blue that I'd want to play it.
Epiphany, Captain Spiritual Breaking.
Got to cancel.
Yeah, I can actually.
Frost Breath, I guess. Couple ops.
I got a couple more flyers there,
But then it just comes down to the Shacklegeist and the Baron. Tide Skimmer's pretty neat, but we would only have 1, 2,
Very expensive removal.
3 native flyers, and then Keen Glide Masters, which can make things flying. Maybe that's good enough. It does give us like a lower curve, which seems pretty fine.
13, 14 cards.
We'll probably take out Mistcast. I doubt we're gonna play Sanctum of Calm Waters.
Yeah, I got 2 of those.
Doubt we're gonna play Rookie Mistake. So leave these blue cards in the sideboard over here. I'll leave these creatures splayed out. Try to look at another color. Let us take a look at. I think I saw maybe some good stuff in green.
So what do I have?
Just try to shift this black over so I have some space to lay this stuff out.
27 cards. Oh, and I kind of want to play
Ranger's Guile, probably not. Titanic Growth, maybe. Return to Nature. Lenore Visionary. Warden of the Woods. Vigilance whenever Warden of the Woods becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw 2 cards. That does not seem like a bad effect.
He goes with the first thing he opens.
Yeah, well,
puts it
like,
together.
I
Doesn't
opened
look at
it.
anything else.
I opened a dog word, saw it.
Thrashing Brontodon.
Started to open for-
Cultivate.
And I had a couple in white, but I actually think I could make some.
Life goes on, no.
Although the curve is way too high.
Don't think I'm really feeling these so much. We have a couple Snare Spinners. And a Pride Malkin.
4-3 with life for 5 is probably not bad. It's
A Vine, which I doubt we'd play. Another Ranger's Guile.
I guess let's see if I
Invigorating Surge is interesting. That really depends on comboing off the cards. Think probably not green. Probably not. Take a look at whites. Valorous Steed, Revitalize. Falconer Adept is interesting. Staunch Shield Mate, we've got a couple of those. Legion's Judgment, which is more removal. Makeshift Battalion, a card that is probably pretty good, but I don't like playing it very much. Secure the Scene, more removal. Siege Striker is interesting. Daybreak Charger, Rambunctious Mutt. Swift Response, another excellent piece of removal. The Selfless Savior. So our white, like, creature-wise, looks like a pretty solid curve, and then also has some removal in it. I kind of want to say, just based on having all of that removal, that Orzhov might be what we try to do. But let's count really quick. Let's see. If I wanted those shield mates plus the savior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Hey Matt, are you putting
And then probably a Ruined Halo, since it gives us protection from one thing.
So where is this?
I don't know about that.
So it's 18 cards.
Okay.
I don't know what
I'll probably try to build either Azorius or Orzhov. For now, I'm going to set these white cards to the side, and we're going to take a look at red before we try to make a decision. Let's see. Thrill of Possibility, Crash Through, it's cute. Chandra's Magmut, Bone Pit Brute.
Because it also means you like.
Furor of the Bitten's interesting. Got Igneous Cur. More Furor of the Bitten.
Yeah, it's senior. You want the kiddo walking.
Spellgorger Weird. Pitchburn. Turn to Slag removal.
I hadn't talked to her in a while until I saw that. She's cool. She's really weird.
Goblin Arsonist. Let's see. Heartfire Immolator. That's interesting. Right, probably not. Turret Ogre. Volcanic Geyser. Red is definitely interesting. seems like there's probably enough. Throw these over to the side. Enough creatures. I'm gonna try to lay those out really quick. So we said Goblin Arsonist over here. We said Heartfire, Igneous Turret, Magmut. So this Turret Ogre
Not very often.
seems like a pretty good curve.
I guess Celestial Enforcer's not bad. After a creature activated, if you want
Pretty good curve for Rakdos.
I did. That's 23.
I'm not sure if it. I don't normally try to draft a Rakdos deck in limited. I'm a little skeptical because
There's tempting.
essentially no evasion here.
Wall of Runes is okay. If you're expecting like play against somebody aggro, but
Yes, like, turn this
What do
like-
we have in blue? So we'd potentially add 1, 2, 3, 4,
I guess we don't need those, right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards from red.
6, 7, 12 playable cards. I don't even look at green because I never know how to play that.
so
This is tough. Gotta remember that we have a couple Prismites.
Go for it.
2 mana, 2 1s. Can help us just have creatures in the early game and also splash a third color or fix the second. I'm really hesitant to try to go into a third color in a core set draft.
Oh, I guess I do have this.
I think that's my biggest problem is that I
Hmm.
don't have much to do.
I am very bad at evaluating aggro styles, but
Hounds, red white dogs.
like potentially putting a Furor of the Bitten enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and attacks each combat fable on something like a Fetid Imp seems pretty fine. If it's not on, my Imp, then it's going to be on a larger creature, which also seems pretty good.
So what looks better?
Um,
Black or black red?
Bone Pit Brute just seems like a solid creature. Pitchburn Devils does stuff
So I
when
got
it
two of
dies.
the effects.
Hmm.
I guess like that's protection.
We get to potentially play 2 Planeswalkers in this deck too, which is neat. We have card draw in the form of Thrill of Possibility, but that's the only card draw it seems. Whereas in
The
blue,
nice thing is I have a Temple of Silence.
we've got Unsubstantiate. We've got Frost Breath.
I suppose.
I am gonna lay this out as a Dimir.
I like 10 creatures.
See what this looks like.
Yeah, 10 creatures plus the enthralling holes.
So I'd rather have the evasion and potentially be able to play these 2 rares.
Which I guess would be okay.
I think it's just going to be a little bit more flexible that way. I think.
6, 7.
So lay this out. Creatures on top and non-creatures below.
Although I kind of want to play a million chords or also
Say Shacklegeist is going to go there. Baron's going to go here. Play Ugin there. Tide Skimmer. Wall of Runes seems fine. A 0/4 defender seems pretty fine. Couple Keen Glide Masters.
Yeah.
Tome Anima, I don't think.
Yeah, that's, I don't think I'd be drawing.
I mean, for lack of other creatures, I suppose. I'll put it there.
For 6 is kind of the issue,
So,
I think.
so if I make the switch, I'm trading exile effects for burn.
Doesn't really seem like enough.
Turn to
1,
select
2,
shop.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures. The Planeswalker shift that a little bit, but unfortunately Liliana isn't strictly very useful, like in a creature-y / control the board sense. She's just going to be a source of damage to my opponent in all likelihood. So I probably would need to. I would probably need to add in a Wishcoin Crab or 2. And we would be completely foregoing like a top end. We would not have like big creatures to work with, which just seems like a problem.
So we have
So with this orientation, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 cards. Okay,
yeah.
it's 19 cards.
Oh, hey, I gotta check.
I was just thinking for mana fixing because I don't have any tools in this color.
I got one. Hey.
So with this, I'd probably put it in another finishing blow, bring it up to 20.
So it's actually pretty good.
Look at
Wizards with problems. Might be the weakest.
unsubstantiate probably for 21.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Looks like we'd be playing Dimir aggro,
8, 9,
which
10,
means not playing Ugin,
and sorceries.
probably.
So we have to- so it does also-
A couple ops would bring us up to 23.
I think this is pretty good.
Got the weakest creature.
Let's see if there's a high-end card that I'd want to take from another color. Not in green.
I don't feel like doing that.
So at this point, how much time do we get to draft? Is it 45 minutes?
I think so.
So it appears that we're 30 minutes into our deck building.
And we need to upload.
Gosh, I want to play Ugin in limited. You draft Ugin, you want to play him.
What's my weakest card here?
I don't think it's 9-7, I think it's 10.
They're up front. Kinda got run them out.
Gotcha. Usually how it works.
So the King Glide Masters are a mana sink. Could make up for not having high-end creatures by just getting things flying and attacking in, which is not bad if I've got a couple Thallets attacking for 3 damage. I also have Liliana's Devotee to potentially make zombie tokens. Tide Skimmer is actually another source of card draw, which I forgot about.
To avoid, so I have the double blue one.
Tome Anima seems like it sucks.
So I can avoid it double white.
Okay, does it work with Tide Skimmer? So Tide Skimmer says whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures with flying, draw a card.
I'm gonna stop the video.
So that would trigger an attack, and then Tome Anima.
Nope, probably not.
Yep. So Tome Anima's thing.
I gotta figure out what this is.
We would move to block, and since I'd drawn 2 cards that turn, Tome Anima could not be blocked. So we have Wall of Runes to
I have 14.
hold off damage from my opponent while I keep swinging in the air, hopefully.
So I'll grab extra.
Baron potentially slows him down a little bit. Let's see, enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature, Planeswalker to its owner's hand.
Sure. So yeah, they turn the early stuff.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21,
Yeah, this plays
22 with that Wishcoin Crab.
It's like garbage. It's gonna be really hard to tell. Won't have enough.
We'll see how it goes with this.
Test things out.
Frost Breath
Change,
for swinging in.
I just don't know. Good enough. I don't think this pool. I don't think this pool is good enough.
Well, my pool's not getting double sleeves. That's okay.
Well, mine's not even.
Yeah, but there's only what, 2 extra.
Dragon Shield Jet Math for anyone who wants
Trying something different.
Just do you have?
to.
Yeah.
Katana.
I tried them with perfect fits, girl fits, inner sleeves.
Whatever.
Just trying to figure out if I want to make any changes at this point. I don't think I do.
Ah, I got it.
Let's see, where did my... All the blue-black cards I would play are right here.
I don't know, every time I get anything that isn't Dragon Shield, I just use this.
Yeah, until it fell for the last 5-6 years.
And I do have 4 of my 7 rares in this deck, so hopefully that is enough power to overcome. At this point I'm wondering if I want to go down a land, since like Ugin's 8, but everything else is pretty low.
The thing I had a hard time with those was that they started to curl.
I'm gonna say I won't go down a land. I've got enough.
Hard to...
I've got 3 pieces of removal, not including Ugin. Baron and Unsubstantiate and Frostbreath to slow down my opponent. We'll try it like this. And if I do go down a land,
So I may actually sleep.
we'll maybe...
Yeah, the white stuff.
Maybe throw in like an Alchemist's Gift or Rise Again. I'm not sure, but I think this is going to be it. What did you end up with?
Well, I decided to go Gruul, Aggro.
Aggro, you said?
Aggro, yeah. I ended up getting a Scavenging Ooze and a Solemn Simulacrum. Yeah,
Oh,
whatever
Solemn
his name.
Simulacrum?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy.
Sweet, that sounds sweet.
So, and I also got the Gruul, forget what his name is, but I got like the one rare that's Gruul that has like first, second turn.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so my land distribution is going to be, I think, so we're going to do 17 lands, probably 9 blue. 9 blue, 8 black. Alright.
Seems kind of cool. That's me.
I'm a fan of playing 41 cards in. If there's that last card that you just can't cut.
I was debating about going Dimir there, but I don't think it's. I just didn't see any real late game benefits. There's not any here either, but I mean, hey,
Yeah, once I look through the
pick one or the other, you know.
change my mind.
Alright, well, you're sleeving up. I'm about to start sleeving up. Is there anything you want to say before we shut down the video?
Just, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you'll see how our decks perform throughout the evening, so definitely make sure to check out those round matches. Thank you guys for joining us for deck building. Leave any helpful criticism or guiding comments in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.